Hi trendsetters, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Trends, the show that is the coolest show on BTV right now that brings you nothing but the very trendiest content right to your TV screens. And I'm your host for the evening as usual. My name is Nelo Opadal, and on today's episode, Trends is going international. Why? Because on today's episode, we visit South Korea. So the Korean Culture and Information Service invited Trends over to come and experience South Korean culture and also to benchmark off of their technology. Because as you know, we are in the fourth industrial revolution, and as our president has stated, he wants us to become more of a technological society and a knowledge-driven society. So Trends took this opportunity to go learn a thing or two. So do sit back and relax as we check out Trends visiting South Korea.
Welcome to Seoul, the capital of the Republic of South Korea. For decades, the city known as the Miracle of the Han kept its head down, barely raising a ripple as the country rebuilt in the decades following the Korean War. Today, Seoul has re-emerged as an economic powerhouse and the epicenter of Hallyu, a Korean wave of culture that is sweeping the world's smartphones, food halls, and dance floors.
Seoul is the capital and the largest city of South Korea. It's a huge metropolis where modern skyscrapers, cars, and pop culture meets Buddhist temples, palaces, and street markets. The population of Seoul is 10 million, but the metro area is truly huge, 25 million, which is pretty much half the country's population. This is in fact the fifth largest metro area in the world. Korea is a densely populated country, 494 people per square kilometer. That's even more than in Japan, so you can imagine what it's like in Seoul. The population density here is almost twice that of New York City and 8 times that of Rome, Italy.
The fourth industrial revolution is the current and developing environment in which disruptive technologies and trends such as the Internet of Things, robotics, virtual reality, and artificial intelligence are changing the way we live and work. The phrase Fourth Industrial Revolution was first introduced by Klaus Schwab, the executive chairman of the World Economic Forum in 2015.
The fourth industrial revolution will impact our lives completely. It will not only change how we communicate, how we produce, how we consume, it will change actually us, our own identity, and of course gives life to such policies and developments like smart traffic, smart government, smart cities. What we will see is that everything will be integrated into an ecosystem driven by big data and driven particularly by close cooperation also of governments with business, civil society. And this revolution will come at a breathtaking speed. It will be like a tsunami. What is particularly important is the educational system. We have to change the educational system, which is still very much anchored even in the 19th century. We have to adapt it to the need to change continuously, for example, jobs. So the new educational system has not only be aiming at developing digital capabilities, and I should add ethical norms, that it also has to be based on a lifelong educational system.
대한민국은 현재 세계 10위권.
Korea is the number 10 biggest economy in the world as of today. However, compared to the economic size, not many people around the world are familiar with Korea in every detail.
프로그램을 운영하는 이유는 한국을
So the reason why we are operating this program is that we want people know more about Korea. So we just invite the journalists from all over the world to let them have a chance to promote Korea to their people in every detail. That is our goal.
The tower that can be seen from pretty much any place in Seoul is called Lotte World Tower. It's a 123-floor, 555-meter super tall skyscraper. It opened to the public on April 3rd, 2017, and it's currently the tallest building in South Korea and the 5th tallest building in the world. By the way, Lotte is a Korean multinational corporation. In the eastern part of the historic center is Dongdaemun Design Plaza, designed by world-renowned architect Zaha Hadid, and home to museums and galleries offering a variety of cultural experiences and exhibits. Seoul was named World Design Capital. In 2010, Seoul has been a major site of modern architectural construction.
To benchmark about broadcasting, Trends checked out MBC, or Manhwa Broadcasting Corporation, which is one of the leading South Korea television and radio network companies. In 2015, it opened MBC World, South Korea's first broadcasting theme park to show great Korean culture content. In May 2017, MBC launched the UHD TV broadcasting, the world's first terrestrial UHD broadcasting to make the public enjoy high-definition services. Trends went on the MBC tour with Jang Sak-ha to experience their broadcasting system. Trends was excited to check out Studio Cube, a need for Botswana. This would improve and develop the filmmaking in Botswana. The largest studio and support facility in Korea. Trends took a guided tour of the facility, which is equipped with a supersized studio of 5,000 square meters, which is more than double the size of the one in Wongbang Studio. Studio Cube also has 4 general studios, a studio with special sets like an operating room, a courtroom, a jail, and an airport. It also has a special effects studio as well as the state-of-the-art production equipment and ancillaries facilities related to filming and shooting dramas.
The purpose of the establishment of a Studio Cube is to provide this kind of studios to the Korean poor filmmakers with a cheaper price. So this is the reason the government operates the studio. The Studio Cube is operated by the government and funded by the Korean government, and this will be the good opportunity for the Botswana government for you. And the total construction cost was $67 million, and 28 movies have been shooted here.
And the most exciting was the futuristic world that Trends experienced, the out of space. The South Korean telecoms takes you on a journey to that of the future. Here you can see South Korean telecom's commitment to bring a new future with new ICT. The venue is one to experience the future of mobile communications. Trends checked out the exhibition Smart Tech Korea 2019. Some of the key exhibits at the Smart Tech Korea 2019 were robotics, smart factory, smart mobility, 5G, blockchain, mobile, edutech, virtual reality, AR, retail tech, and Trends met over 170 startups and interviewed these startup companies.
We just made a quick video to show that, how 5G would change your life. So in the future, in your living room, you may experience the 5G in real time. So they can do some VR at their living room.
5G에서 이제 저희들 AR을 활용해서 만든 이제 저희 AR 이제 전시 시스템이라고.
So this is so-called AR docent system. So the people can use the AR to experience the 5G by themselves. I will show you. And the other part shows in the future what services will be available from the skyship. It is simply very, simple machine. If you just put any money, then it is automatically give you the money that you want to exchange. So if you want to make $1 from Korean won, you just put the Korean won into the machine, then the dollars will be automatically coming out. And the numbers on the screen they automatically change it. If you just click the payment, then you got the receipt.
보시는 것처럼 이제 환율에 대한 레이트.
As you can see, exchange rate and deposit.
Take a short bus or subway ride to the east to explore the adjoining palaces of Changdeokgung and Changgyeonggung, which are separated by a simple stone wall. In the tranquil confines of Changdeokgung's secret garden, sit for a while by the pond, where kings once paused from royal duties and dramas to write poetry beneath the ginkgo, walnut, and plum trees. To the south, at Doksugung Palace, see the changing of the guard, which takes place 3 times each day. Then explore the eclectic mix of palace buildings, such as the pavilion, where coffee-loving King Gojong enjoyed his daily cup, paving the way for his country's future caffeine obsession. Just to the west is the last of Seoul's great palaces, Gyeonghee-gung, a royal refuge in times of unrest. After exploring Seoul's vast temple complexes, see how government officials and ordinary Koreans once lived. At the Namsangol Hanok village, ancient buildings and traditions have been preserved in one of the most scenic and tranquil areas of Seoul. To see how Seoul's citizens furnished their homes, visit the Korea Furniture Museum in Songbuk-gu. Here, over 2,000 exquisite pieces of practical craftsmanship are displayed within 10 traditional houses. When the sun gets low and the city lights up, locals gather on the banks of the Han to see the Banpo Bridge erupt in waves of water and light. It's in moments like these that South Koreans reflect on life's possibilities and are reminded that they are capable of anything they put their minds, imaginations, and hearts to.
Wow, Trends team. So this is unfair. Next time I am not staying in studio as usual. I am coming to the next trip to Asia. But anyway, trendsetters, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you learned a lot too, because the reason we decided to do this is because we really want to show trendy technology that we as Botswana can benchmark from, because we are in the fourth industrial revolution and we do want to become a knowledge-driven society. And with that being said, if you have any kind of trendy stuff that is within technology, that is part of the fourth industrial revolution or movement, do hit us up on social media. Let us know what you have in store that we can come and check out. The handle should be at the bottom of the screen. Otherwise, guys, I have to love and leave you. This is the end of the episode, but you know, we're always back next week, same time, same place. And from me to you, you know I always say, stay trendy.